Got you all on here. Do a sound check. Got you all on here. Do a sound. Okay, I got it. All right. We got another struggle again tonight, but whatever. We'll get it sooner or later. We'll get this crap figured out yet. I can clean this camera. Let's clean the underwater here. Okay, I think I need to put the camera up a little bit. Um, so I think that's going to be good right there. Now I'm going to give this a preset position. One, confirm. Okay. I'm going to clean my camera and I don't want you guys to see me do it. So I know that sounds funny, but that's the way I do things. Oh Jesus, I got molested by some duck. Get a good picture here. Let's see what we got. So that picture is bigger than that. I don't know why it's showing it like that. Settings. Something weird is going on with the camera. Um, Gotta restart it. Well, I am gonna crash everything you watch. Here it comes. We're gonna crash. It's amazing that we're actually still running. Holy cats. Well, I don't know how that happened, but I don't even know if you guys can hear me. Let's see here. Are we still running? And yep, looks like it. All right, let's get this in line here and get rolling. No preset. One, confirm, call. Okay. Yeah, so we got that. Okay, now, just I'm actually working the focus on the camera. I don't know, it's not doing it manually. That's pretty sharp. Okay, get faded up here and get rolling. Um, if you guys can hear me. Okay. You did see ducks. Yeah, they they scared me. Um, Anyway, it is live on YouTube. So let's see what happens there. Let's see if they play nice for a while. And we'll check that out. I wish everybody would go to our Wolf Can page. That'd be great. But I understand. I'll be fine. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna grab this and we're gonna go bait some hooks. I think there's mosquitoes. Oh, we gotta turn on the magic light. Open up that magic box. Do what I want. Green, 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 green. All right, let's start lining them up. And I think this one is the blood bait. Pretty sure. Blood bait knife. Yeah, I ran this red one. Blood bait. Yeah, put a little bit of cooking oil in this blood bait yesterday or last night. Really softens it up. It doesn't get quite as well, maybe. Lot duck. They're mean. We got some mean ducks around here. They keep it up. I'm gonna yell at them. I don't see how they like those quackers. Rain. Supposed to rain? I don't know what this one's so. I might as well check the radar. See what's going on. Oh, not till later. Something pops with the heather. Oh, breeze. That ain't gonna bother us. Beach trying to circuit everyone. Doesn't get the weapon. So I'll go with the three baits again tonight because I'm. You never know which one's gonna work. There's my that. No, this was the blood bait last night. Oh well, gonna be cheese bait tonight. Gonna be a cheeser tonight. Yeah, yeah. Oops. Well, we are running the blood beat on this one. We're gonna dump it off in the corner over here. So knock myself out with this thing. Oh man, they're thick. Struggling just a little bit. Boy, I'm struggling all over the board tonight. Just mind over matter. Speaking of mind over matter, this baiting episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Because sometimes, you better should get on the phone and call. You know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Sounds like a cool place there. All right, we're soaked. We're gonna get this guy out. This is not the one we had the blood bait on last night, but we're gonna put it down there. Done. Elbow Baggins here. Come on, let's twist again. Let's begin last summer. We're just looking, twisting. Oh boy, hit a hiccup in this one. All right. What's that? That took some time, huh? Hmm. Um, man, oh man. All right, I'll be you guys on here real quick. All right. All right. Found you. I think I found you. All right. Found you. All right. Tomorrow I'll be going for white bass and maybe a catfish or two. Yeah, let us know how you do, Matt. You can just message us or whatever. Don't catch them all. I'll try to, Kevin. Every one of them. Every damn last one of them. Everyone. No. Paul, are you watching? Gary, do you keep any of the cats you catch? I do. I don't I don't keep the females because they're getting close to spawn, and we'll just let them do their thing, and then we'll sharpen the knife. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good night, Russell. I'm ready. Mark and Laurie, good evening, Gary and everyone. Hello. Maybe with the warmer temps and the rain coming, there'll be more action. Yeah, could be Gerald. We'll see. Don, Scott, Guy, Bryce, Brian. Yeah, I'm just getting things ready. There's a couple things I've been kind of dealing with on the technology side that's really irritating me. And I mean, I was down here at 7:20 roughly, and it, yeah, bothering me a little bit. Microsoft? I don't think so. Natalie? Microsoft? Think so. Natalie. Tell you what, I'll go turn up the wattage to the cottage, like they say it on the big radio station. Oh, just saw some fins on the underwater camera. Bam! I bumped her up a little more. It's like, oh, Amy off photography, Mike Ashman, Cheryl's on. Yep, I had to crank my volume. Okay, well, let's see what it's like now. Jared Wisniewski. Yep, I had to crank my volume. Okay. I heard that feedback a little bit, so maybe that'll be good. Yeah, I think we're okay. Kind of watching the meter in the cabin. Hello, Denise. Sue and Marty Bray. Sounds good. Natalie. Help. A little better. Okay, sounds good. Brent. Yeah, you bet, Natalie. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we're off. So I put the underwater camera down in the corner because that's something to watch too. I'm just trying to determine whether um I got good enough focus here or not. Jeez. Um, I think it's all right. Still have to work on that a little bit. So yeah, some things to work on. We'll get better. I'm trying to get my other wireless mic hooked up into it, and that'll be even better. Have to ever come in close, or are you fishing a hole? There's a hole down from us. There's actually a hole to the camera side. So what you're looking at, it's kind of toward you. Um, there's a hole there, and there's a hole straight away from me, and then once you get past that hole, there's a hump, and then there's a big hole on the other side. So we got more holes in the donut shop. So yeah, so let's see what tonight will bring. It was pretty slow last night, and they picked up later on, which was good. Tavares is on, Jay's on, Jared. Yeah, I see a fish come cruising through there. It's neat to have it full screen, but it's this water is chocolate milky because we've been getting rain and stuff too, so there's been a lot of boat traffic. But at least you can see something under there when the fish come cruising through. Yeah, so there's been some technology struggles on my end, and I yeah, so it took me what an hour to get everything set up tonight. Ridiculous. And I was down here in plenty of time. My idea was not to put the green rods in right away, the catfish rods right away. I was going to jig a little bit and pull that one out the window real quick. I didn't have the green rods in the water yet. So I think I'm going to mess with, while we're sitting here, I can still talk. I'm going to go into my camera setting and see if I can play with. Get on my Wi-Fi here first. No, it's not offline. Okay. Um, Now I want to look at picture. Go to image adjustment. Nope. I like contrast. Hmm. Yeah, I didn't really pop. Jack up the saturation. Man, it's freaky, dude. Now I'm going to look at focus. walk in here by the laptop so I can see it better. Let's see if we can get a better focus on this. Who tapped in? More? Okay, we're getting blurrier. 4 out. I'm trying to fine tune the focus. Oh, fucker. Okay, blurry. Go back in. Yeah, there's a sucker down there on the underwater camera. Um, I don't like. Okay, go back here, back here. Do, 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 do. Let's see. I think that's pretty good. Um, yeah, I mean it's okay. It's just I'm asking the camera to do some weird things. Let's go. No, let's go there. Go back here. How about we mess with night vision? That's unintelligent. That takes all the color out of it. Well, that's no fun. Ooh, ordinary. Still no fun. Color. More fun. I guess that's let's go back here. Um, image adjustment. Big sucker went by. There's nothing wrong with the brightness and contrast. That looks weird. Bring up the brightness. Oh, too much. Oh, 9 o'clock. I think that's probably right about there and right about there is going to be where it's going to be the best. All right. I guess that's the best we're going to be able to do. So I think that'll work okay. Maybe my lens is blurry. Anyway, enough with that. Get back to the comment. Okay. That looks good. Nah, not the black. Okay. Zaddy's on, John's on. Paul, maybe too complicated here, but what does it take to get a raft on the river? Just curious. I noticed the year was many more than it was in the past. That Fremont went several miles upstream and noticed a lot more rafts than usual. In Chicago, Illinois, just wondering, seems like the thing to do. So the rafts are, they're basically a dock. Not to sound make it too complicated, but they are a dock. Um, so they are, um, first and foremost, you have to have permission to tie them to the shoreline. That's the biggest thing. Then you follow the rules of how to make a raft, and get it registered in that local municipality. That's really it. They have to be out by November 1st. Can't be in by until March 1st. So yeah, that's really what it is. Um, so Michael Mooner with the minute going after catfish. Purple's kind of cool. I see a fish again. Yeah, there's for instance, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's a sucker in front of the camera. So we were checking him out. Yeah, you bet, Paul. Adam Galzon, Steve Schmidt, Eric Koonin, Natalie. Thanks for joining us. It's been a labor of love tonight, that's for sure. Things have been goofy. Kim and I were in London earlier, and we went and picked up some. I had to pick up, make a run to the store, and I just stopped on one of the docks just to see if I could catch any white bass quick or walleyes or whatever. And I just, per usual, I usually go to somewhere where there's not many people, and just tried that. Chelsea Jane is watching, um, and nothing. We were there. I was probably there for half an hour, but yeah. So I used to be able to broadcast up until today. Broadcast to TikTok also, and they made me reapply for. I can still do it with my phone. That's not an issue. But they made me reapply um, to do it from this broadcasting terminal. John, I did not get more blood bait, but they have it. So talked to Ann today at Johnny's little shop of bait, and she said she's got some. So yep, I have to get my way over there and pick some up. Mike Adams is on. Ron Meyer, thanks for joining us. I still need to get all these videos stitched together and get them put out there. But I've been a busy boy. Apparently a tired boy. Um, yeah, usually my problem is when I get after fishing, I just pretty much pass out. Not by the time I get nestled in, settled in, and go, okay, let's edit some video on my phone. Out I go. And yeah, well, busy. Was that a guard, Jeff? Okay. I'll have to check that out. Once Johnny's got some wicked sticky sewage. Trying it tonight too. Yeah, it was yeah, last night out of the blue. That was crazy. Pounded it. I had not had any luck with it before. I got it late last year, and yeah, I was pretty pumped about it. We need garbage. Yeah, we should. So that's what we should do. Is we should have a tally. I mentioned for what we've caught. So we've caught walleye, sucker, sheephead, catfish. Um, I think that's it so far. Yeah. Garbage, Errol. Yeah. Tree, sturgeon. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. We got a sturgeon and we got a tree. We got a silver maple, or whatever it is. Maybe it's an ash. No, I think it's silver maple. Thanks for reminding me. Try nightcrawler. Yeah, we can, but the problem with nightcrawlers right now is there's still so many sturgeon in the river. You can't put them on the bottom, the nightcrawler out. And I would have to run it with a. Oh, there's about a 2 second delay on my laptop. We're in that one. A little bit different fight to this one. Real sharp pull. That must be it's a little one. Don't get in that line. Stay over here. You knucklehead. Did you hook it? You hooked it. Ah, you're such a tool. Okay, I got him loose. I could hear the bells a half a second before it happened. Yeah, I'll talk to you later that. That's inside out again. There. There. There's your face. Wow, come on. I hate this net. I hate this net. I hate this net. Maybe it's the operator. Finger high. Fish out. I said fish out. I mean you. Fish out. Ooh, premature bell ring there. That's a good start. Fantastic start. There, knuckled nuclear. That was an easy out. Tried to get a good look at him, I suppose. Probably a little. Yeah, I would think it's a female. Nice cat there. Purple. I got to figure out what bait I had on there. Gee. Yeah, that was cheese because I had blood on this one last night. So there. Figure that one in the tabulations. Why is it cheese all of a sudden again? But the cheese wore off and it got done with the blood. No, I got another one with blood bait on. Playing in the Play-Doh. La 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 la. You thought I was going all Smurf song there. Yeah, there's about a like I said, about a second delay from what's happening out here versus what's going on my laptop because it's a network camera, so it's got to get through the network. And that's why I was like, I heard the bells first, and I went, "Oh crap!" So we'd be on the board. That's international. Oh, that's trouble. It's over this line. At least it wasn't in the tree. May have to rebait it up because I really smashed it into the water. Yeah, throw a little more on there. User error. User error. in the world? Somebody's playing Walk Like an Egyptian really loud. Really? Get her cement up here a little bit. All right, let's try that again. You guys are just probably tuning in to watch me cast. You know when it hits like a jet going into the water, like a rock drop from 300 feet going into the water, and you know it went some distance. All right, that's poke. There. Nice that we don't have to wait so long. Sit back in my perch. I can just. Oh, I got to ring the bell. Goes on forever, and you'd be surprised how far you can hear that upriver or downriver. It's crazy. Long ways. Okay, I can see you guys in the chat. Oh, it's read only though. Well, that's dumb. Hello, Nate. Nice one. Thanks, Russell. Good job, Paul Daly. Nice fish. You bet, Gerald. Christopher, thank you. Chris, thank you. Ring the bell. Got that. Nice one. Matt Stone, that's a nice cat. Paul smoked it. I like reading it better on my phone. Here we go. Check for that. Stranger should be popped up soon as well. John's back on. Hey, fish around and find out. Right. That's right. Fish around and find out. That's the way it goes. Heidi, good job. There, we got the bell. Thank you for noise fishing exercise. Okay. There's like the golden corral for catfish. A little bit of everything to choose from. What are you hungry for tonight? Cheese? Yeah, that's about it. I'm not gonna custom make anything for you, like steak. No, thank you. Um, yeah, my computer that shows me the chat, but I can't reply to anything. That's dumb. Why can't I reply? I want to play too. Hmm, my chat's read only. Suffering succotash. Bang. Just make it bigger. There. I'll just watch it on my phone. Hi, Gary. Nice night for fishing. Yeah, it is, Greg. Jody Skelton, good evening. Hello, Jody, Kyle, Keela. John's back on, I said. All right. Yeah, by all means, if as we're sitting here doing this, or if you want to hit the share button and tell all your friends about it, we're on the cusp of 21,000 followers. Um, the fish had me muted. What do you mean? I'm jabbering on like a monkey in a tree. Oh, I got you. Okay, the chat. Yeah, I got you. No, it's my streaming program that's got me read only. It's because um it is reading multiple chat rooms that we're attached to. So that's all. Rose and Saturday, but didn't find any this time. Okay, Jesse's on, Heidi's on, yeah, Denise, shared. Thanks, Nate. Yeah, if you guys want to like and share it and show other people, hey, we're fishing, and let everybody else check it out. Hopefully, we'll get to at 21,000 mark. We're close. We're within 120 away or something like that, or 119 away, or 111, whatever. Public school math. So we're getting there. Sam Scott O'Connor's on. Biggest cat you caught on camera. I don't know what it's probably 10, 12 pounds, probably, I'd say. And we've been using all dip bait. From what I understand, that a cut bait or something live or whatever else will do better on size. So I don't know. I can't confirm that. I would think so. We've tried everything though. Last year, if you remember, we tried soap. We tried ivory soap. We're gonna do that again. Hate to say it, but we're gonna put the soap down there. Yeah, I think it's the lie. Jeff, thank you. I appreciate it. Share every night I watch. Awesome. Buck Schultz is on. Yeah, there's Sucker went by on the camera there. The water clouded up pretty good, so it'll get better. Um, that one's working the bottom. Look at the suckers working the bottom. Mm, I think really right. Umar's on. One of these times that we're like, I'll see something in the woods over there and go, oh God. Here I'll be stranded out here on the dock and nowhere to run to other than swim. Nope. The sucker dude back in. Last night we almost got run over by an owl. Little barred owl come buzzing up the riverbank there. I gotta get that. I gotta sit down and it's easy to grab one piece of video and share it. I want to get a whole bunch of them together, like of all the strikes we've had, and just keep showing all the strikes, and then like me setting the hook a whole bunch of times or whatever. I'll figure something out. It'll be kind of neat. We'll recap this last week catfishing as we move forward. More catfishing, and maybe start keying in on some flatheads at that time. Bigfoot, yeah. Come in well house. The exact location so we can call 911 if you fall in or get chased by a bear. Um, Good luck. Thanks, Danon, Rick, Eric. Um, just 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 tell them it's Gary's house. They'll know where it is. I'm the only idiot out fishing right now. Maybe Jake is. Josh is on. Eric Pinky's on. Thanks for joining us. Oh, I saw some movie, man. I didn't hear no stinking bells though. I better get back out here. So I can get the jump on him. Might have been some debris. Got a little baby hood tonight. I like wearing a hood just because it protects the microphone because it can be pretty sensitive. Yeah, I saw that little jump there, Nate. Okay, you're at the boat landing, Jake. Sounds good. Oh, there we go. Boing, 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 boing. It's just a little one. Just a baby. Just a baby. Just a baby. We're gonna double her one of these times. I think we did that last year when we fished the shoreline. We had a doubler last night or last time. We reeling one in and literally another one went off. I think that was when I first started using the Wicked Sticky. Hey Nathaniel, why do you say sheesh every time you came on? Oh, there it is. Not big enough to pull the line down. There you go. Get braver. I will pull it out of your mouth. Get mad at it. We do not have gobies. And believe you me, if we see a goby on camera, it would be one, terrible, and two, we gain a lot of traffic from it because everybody then would be interested because there's not supposed to be going any gobies in there, so they'd be watching our cameras like hawk. And there would be massive reactions by Department of Natural Resources. But they'd be like, "All right, well, we need the specimen in our hand, and we need to DNA test it and whatever else." So yeah, um, we could show them a picture of one, and they'd be like, "Yeah, maybe not," because they're not supposed to be here. Just like an Asian carp. Um, if an Asian carp ever shows up on camera, it'll be huge for us as far as traffic wise, viewers. But it's going to be terrible for the river system because there's a zillion more, and they'll be absolutely destroying the river. So I will pass on the Asian carp. I hate them in Sheboygan. Any bottom fishing, they are no good. All right. Jason Guyette, Yosef, um, Mohamed, Norm, thanks for joining us. Mary's on. Jesus is on. Kyle Neitzel. Quick water temp check, 57 degrees. Lloyd's on. When I catch Kobe and Manitoba. Kobe? I thought he got died in a plane crash. Cut them up and used them for bait. Kobe. Oh, gotcha. Okay. The shotgun Asian carp trip looks like. Yeah, right. It's crazy some of them places that have them so much. I actually approached the um, Great Lake, something to do with, the Great Lakes like invasive species specialist. I don't know if you hear me or not. And I said to them, I go, hey, because we're able to, yeah, I'm glad we don't have gobies either. Um, one year when the carp came in, we were sticking bread down in like a thistle seed sock and they were just tearing the snot out of it. They love bread. And I mean, there would be like 15 carp just around, and they would just be obnoxious. It was pretty cool. And I said to the guy, an invasive species, whatever, I go, hey, I said, we can probably bring those in, track them in. He goes, well, how would you do that? I'm like, I said, use bread. He goes, well, I don't think we should be introducing a food source in the riverine environment. I'm like, dude, I'm talking like a couple of pieces, not a pickup truck load. And he was like, no, we're working on pheromones and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, I see ya. I see what you're doing. Pete Krabby, classmate of mine. Thanks for joining us, Pete. Ruth, Tyler's on. Thanks for joining us, Tyler. Bill Hansen. I hear gobies eat zebra mussels. Is that true? Or is it whitefish eat the zebra mussels? Maybe it's the whitefish eat the zebra mussels. I've never fished from shore. It's an infatuation with me fishing from shore lately, but I think it's. And I tell people fishing is one of the most inexpensive sports to get into because you can literally pay like 20 or 30 bucks for a rod and a couple lures, and you're in it. You're doing it. You don't necessarily need live bait. Sure, it's gonna different times of the year. It's gonna multiply your productivity or really help out with that. But you can get into it cheap. And I'm doing some of the shore fishing I have been doing. I like doing that just to show people, if I can catch something, say, look, you can just come right out here and catch fish. It's great. I'm trying to be starting to see when this was about. Okay. Dustin, Christina, David, Nate, Killer, Brandon Lee. That was on cheese bait. Weird. And it was late when that sewer bait kind of took off. Um, I don't know if you guys are the same there, but there's a lot of movie clips that live rent free in my head. Um, and today I was trying to think of the song when they were flying in the helicopter going to rescue somebody in the movie Predator. And it's like at the very beginning when they first flying into the place. I'm like, what is that song that they were playing? And I started typing in what I thought the lyrics were. And it was a long, tall Sally by Little Richard. Well, I got into it takes me about 16 minutes to get home or 18 minutes to get home from work. So I got into a Little Richard shuffle on my cell phone in my truck. And I'm assuming that people that heard me were probably like, what's that weirdo listening to? Little Richard? Little Richard jams. Um, and there's other songs too. And he's pretty weird, but he's uh he's something else. But I would think makes a great catfish rod, great value for what you get. Yeah, Joe's on. I love shore fishing. I probably have thousands of dollars in fishing gear, and most of the time I use like live bait, like night crawlers, minnows. Yeah, it's pretty inexpensive. Brady's on, and we're gonna do some of that. We're gonna do some bobber fishing, which will be great. I can't wait for panfish, and we're gonna be doing some of that just around some of the lakes that you can fish right from shore, and we'll go out and we'll talk about them a little bit. There's a couple lakes I did okay in English, the grammar part of it, but I've got some in mind. I have some in mind, some lakes I want to go to. so we can drive to. Kim and I can, whatever, and we can just pop out, throw a crawler or a worm on, a leaf worm or whatever, and or a minnow, um, and um, just check out and see what's going on. That'll be pretty fun. Of course, I'll live stream it so you guys can watch it. Whatever it'll be, those will be really fun days. I mean, catfish are fun. That middle rod again, something's messing with that. Might have all my bait cleaned off it by now, but that'll be a good time. Matthew Kramer, Denise, Chris, Kevin, thanks for joining us. One cat on the deck so far, little 4 or 5 pounder. He fought like the Dickens. He caught him on that middle rod. So we got how the lineup there was the bottom, middle, and top. And that middle rod is running the cheese bait, so it was weird. One night we ran 3 blood bait catches to 1 cheese bait. The nights before that, it was all cheese bait. So yeah, so rhyme or reason, I don't know. Then last night we caught one of the sewer bait, which is black tarry stuff. Evans on. Yeah, Gar, Turtle, yeah, it's possible. Andy, Brian, Mike's on. So I've salmon fished on a charter, but I'd really like to do it from shore when they start coming in. Actually, I really want to do is I want to go down cold docks and mix it up with everybody down there. There's a bunch of people like from Chicago and a bunch of other nationalities, and they don't speak much English, and I want to go down there. And I think that's in like February or January. I think when that happens. Jason Knopson's on. Thanks for joining us, Jason. But yeah, the cold dock, that's a whole different. They got a really long rod and a super long net, and you're hooking into the fish, and you're like moving all the way down the line where everybody is, banging into them and whatever. That's some full contact mixed martial fishing or whatever it's called. That would be neat to do. Hello, Donald. Good evening, Mike. Yeah, Mike, we got one on the deck tonight so far, just a little 4 pounder on the cheese bait. Last night we had 3 smaller ones on blood bait and one on the sewer, a bigger female on the sewer. So who knows what's going to be the bait tonight? I know they'll probably freshen these up here pretty quick. I know the trees don't care what bait it is. So I can still see my tube and my sinker hanging up there in it. At least the line's out of the way. The line's tangled in the branches from the wind the other day. It still glows pretty good. This is a 20 pound high vis Berkeley mono, and then the hook lines I have a braid, 100 pound or 120 pound braid. You got to be careful on the braid. You get too many cats that catch in the braid, they'll start sawing that braid off. They're rough mouths like that, whatever. Um, but it takes quite a while. Mark and Laura used to do that with your dad. Oh, you must. Okay, cool. Yeah, all you got to tell me is when they're biting, where to go, and I'll buy tackle or whatever I need to, unless there's some that applies that I can use out there. I don't know. All else fails, just grab a daredevil, right? I am gonna freshen up the sewer bait because it's the close one and I can cast it on that one. lather this baby full. Yeah, when we get closer to set line season, we'll start running some rods for flatheads because that would be a hoot. Now that might take a little longer to accomplish, but there's a pretty good flathead hole. The hole I keep talking about down here. For a few years in a row, I had a guy run a set line through there and pluck flatheads out of there like crazy. Not all keepers because there's a slot limit on them for set line. I got to see what it is for. I don't think there is for hook and line, but I got to double check that. This one, like legal and stuff. So, pro tip: use something a little sturdier than like a plastic utensil knife to spread the stuff on the dip baits on the tubes. It's okay. And that's what I've been using, but I also have a really stiff wood looking thing um, that I use, and that works better because you can really get after it and shove it in there without worrying about snapping your knife off. All right, let's get the guy in the water to let it set up a little bit. We're going to toss this into deep where there's rocks and things that we're probably going to get in trouble, but it's way over there. 4 ounce sinker, not going to move. Like having a river anchor on it. But that's where they were last time. Bigger one on this bait. This one's been pretty stagnant. Feel like there's a bunch of junk on it. I'm gonna pull up a bag of leaves here. Oh yeah. And and with the cloudier water, I mean a lot of that silt, but the leaves and stuff are gonna come. That's why some of these, after they sit for quite a while, it's almost bad at springtime. They get just packed full of leaves. Depends upon the current it's in. So just don't wait it out. Like this is a blood bait, and this one's still got blood bait on it. Can't see the dang thing because it's full of leaves. Now, I'm sure they can find it, but let's get this cleaned up a little bit. More blood bait back on it. Actually, I think I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll change that. I'm actually gonna go back to cheese bait on this one. It's down there where the other one had some cheese, so really. Now I got my chocolate and my peanut butter. Oop, we have a taker. So quick hit on that one. Well, we're waiting. Play the draw down one. Our good one's on. I keep watching the underwater camera instead of the pool. Yeah, right. That guard needs to bite one of the baits. Yeah, it'd be nice to catch that guard. Jones on. Um, if you're lurking by that camera. Yeah, there's been a lot of suckers down there. Great Lake attention seeking gar. Right. Pony's on. Troy Thompson. Brett's on. Hasina. We got Joan and Charlie. You know, one of these nights I'm gonna start right at 8 o'clock. You watch. I can do it too. I'll have to come down here at 6. It's just a complicated thing. I've got to switch laptops and you'll have facility in Racine. They have a big window where you can see the salmon. I think I've been there, Mark and Laurie. No, not Racine. I was up at Kiwani. I think is where that one was. That'd be cool to see. Ron Hall. Um, um, I only fish for salmon on a charter. I really so much want to fish for shore from them. I mean, 'cause I can get a charter boat and go, or bring my boat over. I don't have a huge boat, but I can fish for there with them too. But I love to fish from shore for salmon. I think that'd be wild. Just wind up and crank that lure out. I guess if that's what you do, that'd be kind of cool. These lines are pretty close to being crossed up. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Um, yeah, I'd like. I mean, when they start in and go in, I don't know when the good time is, but that'd be pretty awesome to do. Probably just take one of these rods, I suppose. Wouldn't know the first thing about it other than they're a fish, and I can get the rod action. At the time of going Sheboygan, 8 forward, and I will take you. Um, Shore's 10 times more fun. Okay. Richard, Richie Brook. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep in touch. We'll do that. My fish job was working at the fish hatchery in Wild Rose. Okay. Fish hatchery in Wild Rose. I'm trying to think of where that's at. A friend of mine was from Wild Rose. Sounds like a fun job. Yep. End of August, early September. We fish spawn off bottom or slip bobers. Okay, cool. Hipper cat reservoir perfectly from the bottom. Line setup. Okay. I'd have to learn all about that part of it. Um, but yeah, I'm sure there's good cell phone reception there too. Whatever we can rock that on the live overhead. I'll have portable blacklight with me. We'll make it happen. Either way, either at night or either that. I mean, during the day, I imagine. It's probably during the day. Yeah, we can do that. Come on, fish. On Saxon floaters work too. Like Gunderson's on. Hey, Wyatt. Bruce is on. Roderick. Frederick. Good service. We'll message you and figure something out. That sounds great. I appreciate it. That'll be fun. It'll be a good trip. Probably about a couple weeks of warm days away from caddisfly time. And it's going to be ugly down here. How much I battled them last year. I got a I got a fix for them though. I got a shop vac. I'll just vacuum the crap out of them every 10 minutes. I even put up fly strips last year, and like within that was a big crush. Still there. Oh yeah, sewer bait coming in. There we go. Ooh, she's gonna be a nice one. Get it down just a little bit. I don't want her to break water way down there. She is not taking no for an answer. Surface a ways down. Try to keep his rod tip as low as I can to keep him in the water. That's a walleye trick. When they break water, they tend to want to go ballistic. It's a heavy fish. This could be our biggest one yet. Or just pulling like the Dickens. Just pulling like the Dickens. Pretty good size. All right, playtime's over. Uh-oh, there's trouble. We got a double. Okay, let's work fast. All right, get you out of the net. Everybody move to the right. Move to the right. Get the net free first. Okay, net's free. We can land another if we need to. Tell you, sewer bait for the big girls. Oh, we're gonna have to deal with this one. Hey, son. I don't want to find that hook the hard way. Let's see it. Need a bike lock, Gary. There we go. Opening. Ooh, felt the hook slide by my finger. That was close. Spider. Not yet. Won't. That'll knock you, silly. She's too big to get a hold of him. All right. Just hold on. Settle down. Settle down. Okay, that's a pretty nice one. That's probably 10 pounds. Pretty good size. It's probably too close. All right, just go back in. I'm thinking that pole just the bells are just that loud. I probably did have a picture on. Big old Mama San. I'm gonna have to let that tube air dry a little bit. Get you back in the sewer bait. So that's on the wicked sticky sewer bait. We've only caught two fish on the sewer bait, and they've both been some of the best ones we've had. So don't believe everything you hear. Um, yeah, that's a good pick. And these are all wicked sticky brands. I'm not sponsored by them, obviously. Couldn't be that lucky. But um, they make a pretty good bait. And again, there's other ones out there that might work pretty well too. And and I'm totally good at that. It's just we've had our best luck with these ever since we started last year. And again, we never would have had it, but somebody mentioned it, and I'm like, that's a kind of a cool name. Let's get that one. And the first night we had it out, it was just we were running the blood bait, and it was the middle of summertime, and I'm like, this shouldn't even be working, but it did. It worked awesome, and it keeps on working. Oh, here we go. Slide over here and get this one. Missed it. Loser. 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 In that car. Loser. Loser. I'll have to check it though because they probably mashed this bait. We got her a ways down there. I don't think I need to be that far down. A little cleaner down there anyway. No, this was blood last night, speed tonight. Okay, got it. I'll get back to the comments here in a second. Let me get this one baited up quick. We're actually going to throw this one up here along the edge of the shoreline, provided I don't take an ash tree sideways or a whatever's over here, elm tree or a maple, so soft maple, broadside. I already got tackle decorated in the trees. Looks nice for Christmas though. Let's see if we can. Just put it right up there short. Not short, but get everything long. We'll try the inside here. If they're going to come up and feed in the shallow. All right, let's see what you all thought about that one. Mike Anderson's on, Ashton, Adam, Andy, Mark Lloyd Pearson, Brian Kettner, Lai, Steve, David, Silvio, Jason. Bet if you email them and tell them what you do, they would be all over sponsorship. Well, Mike, I talked to him on the phone. I sent him an email just to say, hey, this is what we're doing. And I actually just offered, said, hey, why don't you guys just pop in one night with your logo, just as a viewer in the comments and say hi. And we'll sing your praises some more. We've been promoting it quite a bit, and I usually go into it. I'm not asking for anything. This is just what we use and what works, and that's what we're going to go with. Um, yeah, I mean, well, care package would be okay too, but whatever, we're going to use it works because first and foremost, I want to make you guys happy. Um, Catching some fish, and that's fun. Yeah, Marty Rhodes. Yeah, stay away from salmon and plover. We don't have rod holders for sure, so we can cast out. Bones have at the bottom. Okay. Jenny Courtesan, Darlene, Matt Stone. We're talking. That's a good one. Yeah, it was a good one. Deb Emil, that was awesome. Gerald, Sheena, awesome. Thanks, guys. Nice from Mark and Lori. Nice from Heidi. Nice from Chris Lemmers, Brandon, Robin, Greg, Jeannie, Sadiq, Kathleen, Norma, Mike Nice, Kyle, Nathan, Oot Oot Nate, Mike Menzelton. Yeah, it was. I would say it was 10 pounds for sure. She was pretty girthy. Um, Jimmy Copp, Gary Sherry Hoyman. Haven't seen you guys in a while. I'll talk to you. Um, yeah, no sturgeon. Ooh, yeah, we got a bell. Well, that was a little loud. Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather be there fishing with you. Hello. I know. Kevin, Bob, Brandon. Heard something puddle over here by the smaller rod, or just hit the top of the water, maybe a carp or something. But set our sights for 20 after 10. We'll see what happens in between. That's a long time from now in catfish years. Greg Kaufman's on. You joining us, Greg? Where did I put my drink? Oh yeah. I was sitting in here in the cabin here at one time, sitting back, going, "There's no fish," and then, wow. My brother told me yesterday, he goes, "Throw up along the edge there. They're going to come up and feed at night. They'll be up along the shallows." I'm like, "All right." And actually, a friend of ours, Paul, said the same thing too. Like, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't know what the class of fish is up there, but I ain't fussy. Action is action, unless it's the sturgeon. Matt's on, Brian's on. Thanks for joining us. And just for those keeping track at home, that was what, a couple minutes before 10, if you all remember. I think the same thing happened last night, right before 10 o'clock. Pow. Pretty crazy about that time of day. I don't know if they have to feed every 10 hours or whatever, and that's their 12 hours, and that's the 12-hour feeding time, or what? Put another one on the deck here yet, I think. One at 9:10, and the one just before 10. Yeah, one just before 10. That figures. All right, thanks, Nate. Have a good one. Deep fried peanut oil, they're delicious. Yeah, they are. Melanie's on. Got Dave. funny how they hit that sewer bait. Them bigger fish do. They bam, 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 bam. They don't just kind of. I mean, I suppose they're bigger fish, so they're. It almost seems like there's something on that lower rod again. Maybe some playing around with it again. And Jenkins is on. Thanks for joining us. The top one, Heidi. Yeah, it seems to be doing a little dance. Are you talking about the bottom one? Joe Thrasher's on. Yeah, Heidi, we're bottom, middle, top. I don't know which one's which. Unless you mean the closest one. Be the bottom one. It'd be like saying that green pole. I don't know which one you mean. Okay, that's the one I was kind of watching. It seems to be just giving a little tap. Not even enough to hear the bell. Yeah, I see it. One of these is going to go off here any second now. Austin's on. Anthony's on. There's no cat trying to tiptoe away from your bait. Right? That's probably it. Ken's son, Ben Mater, Daryl. Finally got one, maybe 6 pounds. All right, Jake, cool. Sewer bait, Jake. Ooh, the one we didn't expect. I didn't even move. I was just setting my phone down. Oh, yeah, like you guys said, probably the gar on a frog. Okay, cool. Brody's on. Thanks for joining us, Brody. Two cats on the deck tonight. One pretty good size one, probably 10 pounds or so. The other one is probably a 4 pounder. Thomas Murphy's on. Paul Penny. I eat up my baits here. What's on? Adam, Mason, Tim. Thanks for joining us. All right. Okay, 10:30. We'll do 10:30. Michael, Jenny, Matthew, thanks for joining us. Come on, fish. What are you doing? I know you ain't going to sleep like Nate did. And Nate's probably still watching. Scott's on. Nathan Gundy's on. Hey, Nathan. Two cats on the deck tonight, Nathan. And everybody else. Woodchuck. Call them fish. It's crazy how things changed. 4 days ago we were, put five cats in the deck or whatever now, so we're down to two. But we have some opportunities too. So water temp change. Actually, the water temp's been fairly steady. It's only fluctuated 4 or 5 degrees back and forth. So there's something to that. I can do a little more day fishing. It's just there's only so much time in the day. I mean, I literally can come home and start doing this, but I gotta I gotta pace myself a little bit. Now tomorrow night, no, you know what? Tomorrow night we might go again. Gotta get my hair cut. So I come home right from work, do that, and then we eat afterwards. And usually I get home at 6:30. Kim gets home at 7. So I'd like to go find some white bass somewhere from shore. Larry's on, George on. Yeah, there have been bigger fish though. Heidi, yeah, that's right, for sure. Good call. Ken Mock's on. Robin just joined us. Thanks for joining us. Harmony's joined in. Me, okay. Danny, Ernie, Steven. I think I got Scott. Alan's on. Thanks for joining us, Alan. Come on, fish. Getting down there. Getting down the nitty gritty. Yeah, it's been a good night of fishing. Yep. There's been some action. Got us going pretty good. Funny because my house isn't far from me, and I get notifications from the security system, and occasionally it'll tell me motion zone 1 or whatever, and that's like right up there, like if there's somebody creeping up my driveway. I keep looking, turn around, look behind me. There's somebody up there? Nope. Hey, you can't expect the guy that runs webcams not to have security cameras. There's plenty of them. Amazon, Clifford, Phil Stecker, thanks for joining us. 7 minutes. 7 minutes, we're going to shut her down. Got time for one more yet. Oh, fish. Where you at? Let's do it. Gotta ring the bell one more time. How far from shoreline to shoreline where you're fishing? 150 feet. The river's about 150 feet wide here, I would say. That's probably pushing it. Not real wide. Good night. Thank you for the great time. Yeah, I bet Mark and Lori. Sounds good. Thanks for coming aboard again. Missed a little you at 2 or 3. Still at 2, John. We missed a couple in there, but yeah, the smaller one earlier on, the little 4 pounder, and then that 10 pounder, female. I haven't won in this yet. Jimmy Weingarten, Rob Vandelegraph. Vandelegraph. Thanks for joining us. If I murder your name, I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear. Terry's on. Thanks for joining us, Terry. Come on, fish. We gotta have one more in us yet. Let's go. And on a good note. Right. Probably getting loaded up with debris. Nikit, I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. You got letters in there that I don't even recognize. But we're here for everybody. So that's good. It's one thing that some that makes me somewhat happy or makes me happy. Is there's all different cultures and places in the states or country, whatever that people are watching from, and everybody's welcome. We can all sit here and fish, and life's good for this 2 hours each night. You know, if you can just put everything else aside and just stare at some rods for a little while, it's that's mission accomplished number one. Casey's on, Bob's on. Thanks for joining us. 2 minutes. Come on. Tick tock, tick tock. We're in our last cast right now. Yep. There we go. Top rod. Come on, you little fart. Line's still tight. There it is. You take it? Yeah, I got you. Not a bad one. Pulling hard anyway. Knew we had one in us yet. See what this produces on the inside here. Probably a little 4 pounder. Roughly. Likes to run. Why are you running? Did you do something wrong? Hmm. Ain't a bad fit. There we go. Yeah, that's the way to end the evening. Might be a little bit bigger than 5. Net flip. There. See? Should have stuck around, Nate. Pull it out one hook at a time. Oh, you gotta cut them off. Well, work with me a little bit here. Come on. There. One out, two out, three out. The fish has small leeches all over it. Real tiny one. Interesting. All over the place. Small leech right there. A bunch of them on its head. Small ones right here. I think that's what those are. Try to pull one off. Yeah, it's like a little leech. Hmm. Bunch on its fins. Nice cat. Got me a tail bass. All right. Well, that's ending on a good note. I'd like to thank the Academy and all you guys for coming aboard. And that was on cheat bait again. That's right. I caught two fish tonight. Yep. Uh, Put this one away first. We leave those a little more time in the water. And we'll do my bait bucket inside. We'll leave them in the water a little longer. Pull up this one next. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. It was a fun night. Again, they spread it out for us just enough to keep us interested. That last one was probably 6, 7, I would say. Good fish. That was on cheese bait. It's funny. Different species of fish. Um, why do some of them get measured in length and some of them get measured in weight? Like bass. Bass is always weight. It's rarely length. Walleye, length. Sometimes weight. Mainly length. Why is that? Maybe because some fish are just, a similar size, just how girthy they are, maybe? Huh. Never really thought about it till now. You know, you get like a prize crappie, you measure it in length. You don't measure it in weight. Things that make you go, the last time you heard that. All right, Silverbeak, come on. I'm gonna pull you out. Gotta hit one last time. One more time. One more time. All right, we're gonna call it. All right. Thanks everybody for coming and visiting with us and having a spot on the dock and fishing. More than happy to be your guy wheeling the rods here, and I always have fun. I probably have way more fun than you guys have, and it's fun. So I appreciate it, but it wouldn't be fun without you guys. So I've literally um, have shown no interest in heading upriver and getting a limit of walleyes. None. I would rather fish in front of the camera and watch 10 swim by and hang out with you guys than do the other thing. So call me crazy. People will probably think you're nuts. What fun is that? I have a ton of fun. It's a blast. I'd rather do this. It's like fishing with 30, 40, 80. I mean, heck, we had 200 and some people watching at one point in time this year. How cool is that? It's like a rock concert. I mean, not really, but it's pretty cool. All right, I'll shut it down. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. And I'll flip it over to the underwater camera here, and we're going to call it a night. I can get my light shut off. And there we have it. All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Good night, Lisa. Good night, Gerald. Yeah, it was a great night. Sierra's on. Brandon, Rudy, Phil, Chad. It was a good night. See you tomorrow night. Okay, Russell. Um, that's way awesome. Good job, Fish. Congrats. Thanks, Damon. Appreciate it. Or Danon. I'm sorry, Danon. Good night, Natalie. Thanks again. Of course, you guys don't have to thank me at all. It's it may not be understood, but it's totally my pleasure. I love doing it. So, good night, Jeff. Paul Lucas. Thanks, Steve. Good night, Gerald. Officially get some sleep. Good night. You bet, Mark and Laurie. It tastes like. I don't know. You bet, Heidi. Thank you. Yeah, no, that was a good fish. Took one more look. Yeah, he did. That was his last. All right. Awesome. Wendy Chai was on. Where's my VP?